worked with a therapist, and I was like, oh my goodness, she's a therapist. Is she going to believe this? And she was amazed. Isabella, she was amazed. She could not believe that the relief, instant relief she got from that traumatic event and those symptoms that she was feeling, it was instant. So I did check in with her yesterday, and she has said once again that she will be signing up for the course because she just was blown away.
The other one was with the horses, where I had a young lady come to Maggie's farm, and she wanted to sort of experience how I work with the horses in helping people heal. And she went through a particular, she told me a bit of a story, and I said, all right, what we'll do is we'll go out into the paddock and meet some of the horses. Now, my horses just, I just allow them to do, they'll come up, they'll select themselves, they'll volunteer. And one of the horses came up, and he's always very, hi, I'm in your face type thing. And he sort of went, oh, hi, yeah, okay, I'm going over here. And then another one of my horses he's such a gentle soul, and he's very kind and giving. And he came up, and I had to stand next to her because he kept looking to me, because he didn't feel safe. Obviously, he didn't feel comfortable. And then there was another horse she's like Mother Earth. She's comforting and loving. And she came up and stood with this young lady for ages. And I said, look, okay, we can stand here like this for a long time because she'll just give you the love, but we need to go and have some lunch. So we went and had some lunch. And then I started off doing basic recipe on her, and then she burst into tears. I went, okay, so now we're going to go into the emotional release. And we chased the emotions around. And I said, okay, would you like to go out in the paddocks again? She said, yeah. The responses from the horses was totally different. Roger, who comes up in your face, he wanted to be with her, and it's very nice, and he hung around. And then my quiet, calm boy wrangler, he came up, and he was like, oh, okay, Mum, it's all right, you don't have to be here, I'm okay with this lady now. And the funniest one was that Chevy, who's the mother, she just went, yeah, hi, and kept walking, like she'd done what she had to do. So that was huge, in that before the GTR, all the horses were like, okay, yeah, all right, I'll work with this lady, but I'm not real sure. At least, as long as you're there, it's okay. To after GTR, they went, oh yeah, okay, you're much better. I'm comfortable with you now. That was a huge one, because horses, being prey animals, they need to feel safe. And if they don't feel safe, so yeah, two perfect examples of how wonderful and how deep this gentle therapy works, and how it can change lives, and how it can change reactions and responses.
Another woman I worked with recently, she had been on and off for her whole adult life trying to de-traumatize. So she didn't have any kind of a diagnosable mental disorder per se. So she was just in and out of trying different modalities, and most recently working with 2 different mental health professionals for a year straight, leaving her feeling utterly hopeless, like there was nothing more to be done except maybe try some meds, because why not? There's nothing else available. And she just was exasperated. So in a few months, like 3 months, she's had more hope, more healing, more improvement, better sleep, better self-confidence than in 15 years of trying to work on her healing. So those are just a couple. And if I didn't have these tools, I might hear a woman say, well, I've been working with someone for a year straight. I would go, well, what am I going to do? And I didn't worry about that at all. It's like, well, we haven't done this. And the change is coming. It started coming within 6 weeks.
So I had a client, and she was having a lot of, she had told me that she had quit her job, and she was having a lot of trouble. There was a lot of fear around applying for a job again. And I started working with her on, what the fear was and what we could work on. And as this rock got overturned, found out that the real story underneath the reason why she had quit this job and was having fear around applying for new work was because a coworker at her last job had gotten into her home and had attacked and raped her. And so, and that was very unexpected as I was working with her, because it seemed like something simple, like, let's just get you past this hurdle of why you're afraid to apply for new jobs. And then there was something so much bigger underneath it. But the amazing thing is that after we had cleared this memory, it felt factual to her. She was able to talk to a retired police officer friend about it. And he advised her that if she wanted to make a statement and put it on record, she said that she no longer felt shame around this. And the last time that we talked to each other, because I was going to set up another session with her, she informed me that she had now taken on a full-time job. It was incredible that she was able to find work and to take on a full-time position. It was great. So I was very happy to hear that she had that breakthrough. And one of the other things that had come up in one of our other sessions that we had with each other is that she said that she was actually, it was a male friend, but she says, I had a guy in the house the other night. And she said, and I didn't feel anxious. And she goes, and I always feel anxious. She said, even before this event had happened, she's like, I always felt anxious when in the presence of men. And I think that also had to do with another memory that we had cleared for her from when she was a little girl with family members. And so that she had that. I was so shocked when she said, like, I had a guy in the house the other day. And she says, and I felt safe and comfortable.